What's up, Pyros? So we're here in my garage. We're gonna go ahead and make some racks. I made one before this video to make sure I didn't look like a total idiot. But we got a few items we're gonna go ahead and use. Here, I'll turn this around and show you guys. So we got 96 of these tubes. I bought them from Pyro Boom. They also gave me this little $1 million in there, so I'm rich now. That's awesome. Got a bunch of wood over here. I'm gonna cut up and use. I got that from Home Depot. And then these SPAC screws. I was watching another guy make some on YouTube, and these are supposed to help with splitting and stuff. The one I made before looks pretty good. No splitting, no nothing. Looks good. I got enough to make 12 of these, I believe. I'm gonna turn them into 324 racks, and then I think either 38s or 4/6s, depending on how I feel. I don't really want to change my dimensions, but we'll find out. So basically, get this whole thing set up. So basically, I got about a 19 and 3/8 piece here. This is going to be the base. I'm going to set that down. And then on the sides of here, there is going to be two 12 inches because the tubes are 12, but you want them to stick up just a bit so that you can pull them out and all that kinds of stuff. We'll also have 1x4. These are 2x3s, by the way. I'm using 2x3s because they're pretty much just the width. With how they make wood now and it not actually being 3 inches, it's perfect for these tubes. But then I'm gonna also use 1x4s on the side. Some people use 1x3s if you can find them, because it gives a little bit more space for the, if these blow out, it gives a little bit more space so you don't ruin your rack, you just ruin the tube. But I'm going to use 1x4s because that's what I could get on the sides to keep them all together. So we'll go through. Again, this is 19 and 3/8, which fits the tubes perfectly. You want a little extra space for them to be able to move around, because if you make it too tight, you know, some of these come just slightly off depending on depending on how many you get and where they're cut and temperature and blah blah blah. So when I put these on here, they're going to fit just right. Give a little wiggle room so you can get them out. So we'll cut to me cutting up the pieces. I'll show you how I'm going to do that, and then we'll get to putting it all together here in a second. All right, guys.
I meant like that way. Sorry. Like.
So this is my 19 and 3/8. I like to keep one that's already cut so I can just trace them out easy. I didn't keep a standard piece for the 12-inch last time, but we'll go ahead and make one now. I need one of the 19-inch ones for the base, and I need two 12-inch ones for the side. Yeah, so if you see, I just stack them on there. And I don't make the whole line because you can't make them as straight as I want. I just make a little line to know where it starts at. And then I make my little mark. Make my speed square. So I don't have to measure out 12 inches each time. Probably should have put some glasses on. Safety first, guys. Or second in this case, but maybe there's an argument to be made that you should have put them on before you start. So here's my two 12 inches. Set those over there. And then my 1x4s, I'm gonna make 22.5 to fit on the sides. Let's see. And technically you need 4 of those. And these pieces right here, some people might throw those out, but I'm just going to use this side, this nice side up against the actual rack to keep everything straight. And I'll still use this because I don't really care. So now that I got all my pieces, I'll show you this in real time, but I'll also show you sped up when I build all the other ones. So this one I'll show you in real time. So I got this here. This measurement, this 22.5 that I got for these 1x4s, I just took after setting this up. 22.5. So basically, I'm just going to take my 2.5. I'm using number 8's 2.5 inch length spac screws, and I'm going to run them in just a little bit. And then I'll take them over to the side here to make it a little bit easier to get everything lined up. Same with this other side. So I'm also going to use my speed square for this part also. I just stick it in here and make sure it looks relatively straight. And if it doesn't, when you put your 1x4s on, you can kind of adjust it. You screw it to the base part first. Of course, I'll show you this. You screw it to the base part first, and then you can kind of move the side pieces and then screw them down. Keep everything straight. These ones look pretty good, so I might not have to worry about that. So basically, I'll take these pieces here. Line it up a bit. I'll take my number 8 by 1.5 inch spac screws, and I'm just wanting to screw them to the base first. Okay, so once I got that figured out, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure these are straight again. I'm gonna run these in actually first. Makes things a little bit easier. set it up a bit, check it again. This one could be pushed in just a little bit. So before I screw it down, I'll just pull it in just a little bit. Perfect. So once you have one side, everything should be square and good. You can do the other side as well. Yeah, these spack screws work really good. I haven't had any problems yet. It helps so you don't have to pre-drill holes. By the way, if you haven't seen my shirt, forgot to mention that. I actually bought these for last 4th of July, but they didn't show up in time. So, but now that's okay. They still fit. Got a little extra big just in case. And wear it for a few years. My wife and my son both got matching ones, so that'll be cool. Let's get this lined up. If you ever see my tongue out while I'm working, just roast me in the comments. I've done that since I was a little kid when I focus on anything. My mom took too much Tylenol when I was a kid. I remember I used to color, and I would lay my head down and color and have my tongue out the entire time. Just lining them up flush with the top. So there we go, guys. All right, let's see how much you get to roast me for the stuff not fitting. Hopefully I got my measurements right. Start sticking my tubes in here. Come on, don't let them roast me. They're brutal. They are brutal. Look at that. So basically, you want a little bit of wiggle room. Obviously not too much where they fall over. That ain't too bad other than the wood here, but it works just fine. Everything's straight and awesome. We'll set this one over here. And when we get 3 together, I'll just put them together like that. I don't think I'm gonna fan anything this time. We'll see. I got 3 24 racks to make, so we might do one of them fan. See how it goes. All right, guys. So we got all of the wood cut to size. 10 bases. 20 sides and 40 of the 1x4 sides. All right, Pyros. I finally finished all my racks. So here I'll turn the camera around and show you what I got here. So I have 3 8 racks. I had to go pick up some more 2x4s, put on the bottom there. But I even put little handles on them, make it easier to carry. So I got 3 8s and 3 24s. I just made straight ones for now. Maybe later in the season I'll make fanned ones. But I just wanted to attempt to make them in the first place. This is my first time making them. So let me know in the comments what you think, if I did all right. There's a couple, that one could have been straighter. This one could have been a little straighter. But I'd say all in all, it's pretty good for my first time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and appreciate all your guys' support. Well, we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks, Pyros.